Hello BrewTubers, and welcome to the first brew day video of the year, which is a little bit appalling, but never mind. It is actually the second beer I've made this year, the one you're about to see, although the first beer was a lager, which is conditioning still, where this is a Citra, Nectaron and Nelson Sauvin IPA and is ready to drink, so hence why the video came out first, because it is ready first. So yes, we'll crack on with the brew day footage, a lovely little montage. You know how much I like my montages. It just makes the whole brewing day easier to film if you're just taking the odd photograph. So enjoy it, and I'll catch you at the other side of brewing. So yes, that was brew day. I had my friend and assistant Gordon over to help. He helped with the things like cleaning out the equipment and emptying the mash tun, that sort of thing, helped with the clear up. So yeah, pretty efficient brew day because of all that. The only problem I had for the brew day itself was the plate chiller just blocked instantly with the amount of hops I used. I'm going to sell it on. I don't like using it, which is a shame because it's pretty efficient in what it does, but it just is a bugger to clean. It blocks up, and yeah, I don't really enjoy using it. So I think I'm going to sell that on and look for an alternative. So yes, this was the first hoppy beer I've done in a couple of years, I think, like, you know, proper fruity, pale, IPA, hazy, whatever it is, hoppy beer. I've not done one for a very long time, never done one on this new equipment either. So I was very interested to see how it would come out. First time using Nectaron as a hop. I think I've used Nelson Sauvin before, unsuccessfully. And obviously Citra I probably have used, you know, a couple of times. But yeah, this is the first sort of IPA, you know, hoppy, hazy, pale I've done for a very long time. So a little bit of a trip into the unknown. To be honest, I wasn't really sure if what I was doing was right, but I went with it. You know, first hop edition, last 10 minutes, then a whirlpool hop edition, then a dry hop. So fairly much new ground compared to the traditional beer styles I usually brew. But no, it has turned out quite well. There it is there. Still nice and hazy. Obviously no proto flock in this and no keg findings. So this is on tap down in the clubhouse. It is the hottest day of the year so far today, 1st of July, hence why I'm a little bit dishevelled, warm, red and outside. There we go. So yes, here we go. The Citra, Nelson and Nectaron Hazy IPA, or Hazy Pale, whatever you want to call them. 4.9% it is, which is a decent strength. This is going to a wedding as well, so actually this was a commissioned beer for a neighbour's wedding, and I will be selling them most of it, or at least half of it, but a little bit for me, and I'll try and flog the rest of a few barrooms, bottle shops, that sort of thing. But yes, this is one of my kegs. So we're on tap down the clubhouse. So cheers, let's dive in. Aroma first. We get a bit of sort of pithy Citra, sort of peachy notes, grapefruit perhaps. Anyway, dive in. Yeah, it's probably one of the finest beers I've made. There's a good sort of bit of pithy grapefruit Citra bitterness throughout, and then sort of like an overarching soft fruit peachiness, probably from the Nectaron. And then Nelson just sort of rears its head, sort of rounds it off with that slightly winey gooseberry, unique sort of Nelson-y flavour which Nelson gives. If I'm honest, I think I saw this hop combination used on a Phantom beer, Phantom Brewery of Reading, and it worked beautifully in that beer. I think I did anyway. But you know, obviously these are three really good hops. Obviously Nectaron is more of the newcomer. I think it's also a New Zealand hop like Nelson is. But they complement each other so well. That's why this beer is called Well Tied. Obviously Bowtie Brewers, Well Tied Bowtie, Well Tied Wedding, you know, tying the knot. So yes, I don't really name my beers. It's not something I enjoy doing. I usually just call it what it is. You know, Citra, Nelson and Nectaron IPA is a bit of a mouthful, so Well Tied is probably a better name for it in this instance. So yes, there we go. My first attempt at a hazy IPA for a fair few years. First on the Brew Tools equipment. And this is going to go into the regular lineup. I will do another one. I'll try and dump the next batch onto the yeast bed if I can. Obviously I need to sort out the cooling issue because I transferred, because the plate chiller blocked, I transferred hot from the Brew Tools making the kettle to the fermenter and used the glycol chiller to reduce the temperature overnight, and then I pitched the verdant ale yeast the next day. So not ideal, but it's what I had to do. Yeah, anyway, there we go. So yes, the next one should be Citra, Equinox and Eldorado, I think. So I've got those hops in the freezer. They've been there for a long time, so I'm going to use them up as the train goes past. Have a sip. But yeah, really fruity, decent sort of pithy, bitter citrus bitterness. But yeah, really nice and fruity as well. So we'll say that soft fruit, sort of slightly grapey, gooseberry note from the Nelson. Very well rounded, just like me.